Hi everyone, thanks so much for being here. In this reading, we are going to explore the current energies for those who are in twin flame connections. This is not sign specific, this is for all signs. We're going to start with a few cards to see where the divine feminine's at, and then we're going to pull cards to see where focus the bulk of the reading for the divine masculines. I put timestamps in the reading so you can skip around if you feel like it. But yeah, let's go take a look. I'm going to pull some cards to see what the current energy and current focus is of the divine feminine in this time. While I get cards, I hope you could like this video. It will be really appreciated. It'll help my channel grow and reach more people who are in twin flame journeys to gain this content so I can help them grow as well. Okay. Current energy for the divine feminines is the Ten of Wands. I'm feeling it's been consistent for the divine feminines to be releasing the burden, shedding this connection a little bit by little bit. And it's not the, and people get this confused. Like, yeah, I did surrender their connection, I'm done with that person. It's not that type of energy. That energy isn't the type of energy that I'm talking about. When I say surrender the connection, I'm saying that many of the divine feminines have been saying, like, I love this person unconditionally, I will always love them, but I am surrendering the connection to work on myself, and I'm putting it in divine's timing. You know, there's two different ways or two different looks, and a lot of people comment on some of my videos and say, oh yeah, I already did that, I dropped their ass. And I'm like, that's not very twin flamey. There's still a lot of healing for that person to grow to. So if you feel like that's in your case, it's okay, you have room to grow. So there's just different levels. Some people are in that surrender, other people are still further, in the beginning of their healing, that they're still in that distorted feminine energy. Also in the reverse, we got the Hierophant. This is your current focus. Your current focus is putting effort and still constant. It's constant putting effort into yourself, not really looking for validation outside of yourself. That's when it says validation outside of yourself. I'm talking about communities, school, what you've learned as a child, and you're not expecting anything of this person either. And it's not the low vibe, like, I don't expect anything from that person, I don't expect them to grow. Not that type of energy. I'm talking about you were releasing attachments and expectations, not having expectations for this person and just letting it flow naturally. On your personal life, you are not doing things conventionally. You are looking for ways to live your life unconventionally. That's the type of energy that I'm getting, and that's the type of energy I talk about when it comes to healing. So if there's a high vibration way and a low vibration way, and a lot of people think like, oh well, I'm surrendering the connection, no one's gonna notice that. When I'm behind closed doors, I'm upset and I'm pissed off, I'm still surrendering the connection. Your energy is, again, put out in the world. Your twin can feel that regardless if they know or not. So you raise your vibration for yourself, but also it does affect the connection, the way that you heal, you know? The Five of Wands, the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. Some of you guys are still having struggles doing that. I feel like even though you've the divine feminines have released this connection, they still in the back of their mind are just wondering, like, why is this person coming to me really slowly? There's still a want there and a desire there. We're only human, right? And the Queen of Pentacles, it's just a slow transition. Sometimes you have good days, sometimes you'll have bad days. When I say bad days, we're just like, you're still waiting for them. You're like, I thought I surrendered the connection. Then the next day you wake up and you still want this. The Queen of Pentacles, that's you trying to put yourself first, doing the things your way. This is self-nurturing, working on your finances, working on your physical world, like your home, redecorating. I always say that with the Queen of Pentacles. She's just working on her abundance in every aspect. But there is something in the back of their mind, however, they still like, why are they so slow? Why don't they not want me? I don't know who I heard when I said I don't know why they don't want me. Check a little bit how you perceive that. Like if they are not coming forward, but you intuitively know this person does have love for you, but they're not coming towards you, and but you feel not worthy. That's a worthiness problem for yourself. Like they're not making you feel unworthy. You potentially have been feeling unworthy before the connection started. Like it's like that is what you need to heal. You can't expect them to make you feel worthy. You should I don't want to say the word should, but you have to work on feeling worthy with or without this connection. All right, let's see where the Divine Masculine is at. While I get cards for the Divine Masculine, I just want to remind everybody there's a banner coming down here. If you want to, today's the last day to book your interview with me to see if you're a good fit for my Highly Intuitive Tarot program that starts at the end of this month. It's so you could strengthen your own intuition and navigate your own soulmate journeys. If you want to do this professionally, etc., you'll get everything you need to do in order to, if you like the way that I read intuitively, I'll teach you all my tips and tricks there. Link in the description box below for an interview. Okay. And then if that's not your cup of tea at the moment, but you still want to be part of a community, and YouTube isn't really a safe community in the comment boxes anyways, I started a safe community on Facebook group so you could talk about what you're going through in your own journey. My team and I will moderate that very, very closely, so any low vibe chatter will be diminished. I'll also be doing live readings there and readings for that group specifically. So if you want collective readings for twin flame and soulmate connections for a smaller group of people, not so much for YouTube, there's a free Facebook page that I'm creating, and that is also linked down below. All right, one more card. Okay. Whew. Let's see. So the Divine Masculines, the energy that I'm feeling first, let's go see the energy. They are going through another big purge. I think that they're just constantly going through this transformative energy. Really, and it's consciously wanting to do this work. Like I just saw like a checklist of like 3 little items, and there's a check this, they're consciously working on themselves, and not just for this connection, for themselves. And so it doesn't have to be grand things. It could be small things, like people who are in the earlier stages of their connection. It could be that, or it could be people who are out of separation but still need a lot of not a lot, but more healing and growth to do. So there's different growth spectrums, but I see like 3 little things, and they're just checking it off very consciously. Really wanting this connection, but again, they know that they need to do the work. They're back into that masculine, like King of Swords energy. I think last week they were in this like more passionate, loving energy, and I'm feeling it's actually a little bit more balanced at the moment. Very much more balanced, and this is the energy that I'm getting is more like all of these cards is very magician energy. Really try to manifest this new cycle with the feminine. So let's see their current energy. This is their current energy, the Devil and the High Priestess. For some of them, it is a dark time for them. Others of them, it's like, oh, this is my 10th dark night in the soul. No big deal. But a lot of them are like, for a lot of them, it's their first time or second time. You're like, oh my God, what is a dark night of the soul? For others, it's just, oh, another dark night of the soul. Here we go. But they're consciously working on their growth and their healing for themselves. Surrender. That's the word that I was like, what's that word? Surrendering the connection. Not surrendering the connection. The feminines are surrendering the connection. They are surrendering to the divine. Sometimes learning to surrender can feel as if they are dying. The ego learns with the hardest to stop trying to control the whole universe. They're trying to surrender, saying, all right, divine, okay, you got me. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna do this work. And so they're really trying to trust that everything will be okay when they come out on the other side of the cycle. It's very spiritual healing is what I'm feeling. So that's their current energy, and their focus is very similar. There's that Four of Cups and the Two of Cups. They know that they need to heal more things before they check in again with you, or check in with the Divine Feminine. They're feeling, I feel like kind of low energy when you're going through those spiritual awakenings, when you're going through those dark night of souls. It doesn't seem like you're doing anything, but again, when you go through those types of healing events, I don't know what else to call them, a lot of times you're doing work when you're sleeping, and then you wake up and you're exhausted. You're like, I thought I got 8 hours of sleep yesterday, but you were doing a lot of spiritual work in the background, or while you're sleeping or dreaming. So they're pretty much exhausted, and then when they get to what they need to do in the physical world, they're so exhausted that they're like, okay, well, I don't have time to even think about the Divine Feminine right now, because I can't even figure out my own life at the moment because they are tired. There's the need to balance out karma. There's that Devil card. This is like conscious awareness energy. It's very aligned. They're very aligned. They have the Justice, the Devil, and the High Priestess as their energy and their current focus. That's very powerful. Really needs to balance their own life before they can come in to, I'm hearing to speak to the Divine Feminine. So that's their current energy for this time frame. When I say this time frame, this is a timeless reading, but from now until I feel Sunday is what I'm hearing when I was shuffling before I started recording. Their current feeling is a Page of Pentacles. This is like that new light coming in, seeing that there's possibilities when it comes to this connection in the physical. Like, it's not all energetic. It's not just all love. It's something that can actually be fruitful. Not to say that love is not fruitful, but love sometimes is not enough. In these in twin flame journeys, the goal is union, to choose the love, to do the work, to choose love, self-love, and love for others, love for your divine counterpart. And they're realizing, holy shit, this can work. This could be something that I can depend on, something that's truthful, trusting, honest, loving, all of it. So that's their feelings currently. Let's get some clarifiers for that. No. One second. Got a lot of majors. So the Ten of Swords and the Death card. I feel like recently there has been an ending that maybe the Divine Feminine with the Ten of Wands in reverse and the Hierophant reverse kind of put their foot down. I hope you guys did it empathetically and not like the whole like, sometimes Divine Feminine does that in the beginning stage. It's just like, oh, I'm ending this. But later on towards their surrender and their healing, they do it in a more compassionate, empathetic way. Hopefully that was the case, but it was a painful ending to them regardless. But it helped them transform. So when Divine Feminines and Divine Masculines, you both need to learn how to set boundaries with each other, especially with really, really strong connections like this. You really have to set boundaries more than any relationship out there. And you learn to give unconditionally, receive, and set boundaries, put yourself first, all those things through these connections. So I feel like Divine Feminine put a boundary up, and it was taken as a hit. But it helped them transform regardless and realize that they either need to step up and be more dependable or loyal, and also that this connection can be something that they could trust. Because I feel like regardless of the case, Divine Feminine put their foot down, and I'm hearing self-respect is attractive. So when you respect yourself, you are more attractive to many people, not just your counterpart. This is their thinking. The King of Swords and the Six of Cups. The King of Swords and the Six of Cups here, they're being logical about the past, but I don't feel like this past is you, Divine Feminine. Six of Cups. Yes, you are past life soulmate, but I'm feeling that they're looking at their upbringing, their other karmic partners, they're just past in general, very logically, and kind of replaying the past in their mind. and that's part of their process. And I'm feeling that like we do this all the time. We go through the process of going through the history of how things were, and then you do another healing phase, and then you look at the past again, and then you go through another transformative phase and you look at the past again. And then each time you do that, you find other pieces in your past that I'm not an expert, these are just messages that I'm getting, excuse me. Find little pieces of your past, and you're like, oh, that was distorted, or that was an illusion. And then the more and more you see clearly how the past actually played out, what you need to heal from it, and they're going through another stage of that. Got a lot of majors, the Hangman and the World, so, and the King of Cups. Okay, so there's that. I feel like the King of Cups can be masculine energy in the divine masculine's life. It could be a father figure or just a really strong masculine energy, where potentially through that connection that they learned kind of to be selfish, not selfish, self-serving. Like, I don't need to show emotion. I need to be strong. Take. Receive, but not really give. That's what the King of Cups is. They have a lot of emotions, but they don't show it. It doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing, but the way that I'm reading it, it is something that is not of the highest vibration. They're really looking at that. There's that hangman, which is looking at things at a different perspective. They're looking, they're with a fine-tooth comb through their past, very determined to see all things. They're painting a new picture for their I want to say upbringing for some of them, but it could be other relationships, it could be friendships, it could be love relationships, it could be family. It's just everything up to, I'm hearing everything up to when they met the divine feminine as their counterpart. And they're feeling, I'm hearing like not so much complete and whole with the World card, but they're ending that cycle. And with that work that they're doing, that's helping them end the burden from those, like, the seeing things in the distorted way. I just saw a divine feminine just shaking her head like this, or their head, it's not gender specific, kind of like, when are they coming to talk to me? So I feel like that there might be some people who just started their journey. So if you have been here with me for a while, apologies, but I'm just gonna have to say one thing. Take it as it resonates. Not all messages will be for you, but that whole like, oh, but when are they coming to me? So healing takes a while to integrate. Easiest thing to use as an example is getting a new job. Quitting your job, getting a new job. Finding something that makes you truly happy. So the healing aspect is being able to know that you need to heal the aspect of yourself and leave a toxic situation to find something that works best for you, right? So you've healed that. Now you have to look for the job, and then you have to start the job, and then you have to gain your foundation again. So you have to save up money again. You have to make new friends. So that still needs time to integrate before you feel situated in your new office or your new job. So yeah, they're doing all this work, but then it'll take a little bit of time to integrate. So people are just like, okay, well, when are they coming? That is an expectation and that is an attachment. So let's get a card for the divine feminine actually for that. I'm being guided to get a card for that. In the way that the divine masculine is thinking. Invite help. Invite the divine to pursue you. Seriously, just say, I'm finally ready, God, pursue me. Ask for guidance. And when you go to a tarot reading, a lot of times it's guidance, but you want to ask, like, this is just the way that I see things. Like when you go to a tarot reader, like, yeah, they're giving you a bunch of guidance, but I'm hearing like just a more intentional, I'm finally ready, God, pursue me. Like, when it comes to your own healing journey, if they're still trying to heal things, for what I'm hearing, if they're trying to still heal things, there's still things that you need to be healing on your own. There's mirrored energy as well. I hope that makes sense. Like, there's still things for you to heal. And this is a general reading, so I'm not going to get to all of them. But what are the things that you need to heal? Because if they're still healing, it's mirrored. What do you need to heal? Okay. 8 of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles in the way of their in their actions. I'm definitely feeling this is work related. I'm hearing trying new things. I don't know if it's the same Divine Feminine, but they keep on shaking their head. They keep on shaking their head in my, like every time I say something, there's just one person doing this, and it never happens. I don't know if there's somebody there who just like keeps on shaking their head every time I talk. I'm feeling when I said there's trying new things, they're just like they're trying another new thing when it comes to work. Let's see. I'm feeling that some Divine Feminines are just like they're still working on something right now. Come to me. 10 of Wands in the reverse. They're letting go of something. They're not completing a cycle in something when it comes to their work. The Justice card again. The Chariot again. And the Five of Swords. Okay, so I'm feeling there has been maybe self-sabotage or sabotage when it comes to their work environment. With the Eight of Pentacles, it could be I don't want to say inflicted, but like self-created sabotage where they've been pushing themselves to do the rat race, pushing themselves to do things the way they think society wants them to do, pushing themselves to show up in a way like the Six of Wands energy, like being victorious in public eye, like how people perceive them, how people know them, and I feel like that they're surrendering that. They're realizing through this connection that there is a better way. The Justice card and Chariot. They're shifting focus to something that actually serves them better, serves them more. I'm being guided to get a card from the Work Your Light Oracle deck for the Divine Masculines if they are watching. Two cards. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. So I think the Divine Masculines are gonna like kind of look behind them like, but should I move? Should I move away from this? And I'm feeling that this is just confirmation for the Divine Masculines, if you're watching, that if that's what you're thinking, if that message resonated, you are on the right path. Continue going on the direction that you feel intuitively, that new path to do something else. If you intuitively know that's best for you, this is a confirmation you're already doing it. Stop overthinking, go do it. Let's go. Let's go. And the crumbling, what are you clinging on to? So I'm feeling that the crumbling is a Tower moment, the Tower card. So you're getting the Tower, the Devil, the High Priestess, Justice card twice, the Chariot, the Hangman. These are the Death card. All universal cards about a lot of movement, a lot of shifting. The Tower, this is the Tower card, the crumbling. So they're allowing the Tower to crumble. They're letting the Tower crumble, and that's good. You want the Tower to fall if it needs to fall. I don't see the Tower as a bad thing. It is there to help you just go through life quicker if you are missing all the signs. Universal lifeline is like, the universal lifeline is what I call the Tower. Their blockages, Three of Swords and the Page of Swords. So the Three of Swords and the Page of Swords, sometimes they miss the signs. They're feeling kind of outsmarted by the universe, or outsmarted by, I'm hearing the Divine Feminine, just outsmarted in general. Like, how did I miss this? How did I miss these signs when it comes to this connection, when it comes to their soul purpose, when it comes to the things that are around them in their environment, their friends, their family? I feel like they are always missing the signs. They're not paying attention, and then they get their heart broken. But they're just like, they're usually the King of Swords. They're usually very logical and sensible, but then they just feel like they keep on missing signs. That's a very frustrating position to be in. I'm feeling that energy, and I'm like, oh my God, Divine Masculine, I totally get it. Like, that's a very frustrating. I would want to scream just like this person. Like, it constantly happens to them. Let me get a message for them here. Two cards, boundaries and deep replenishment. Retreat, rest, be held. Boundaries, where do you need to establish better boundaries? So if you are not establishing boundaries with other people, establish them. I'm hearing establishing boundaries with yourself. So I don't really know what that pertains to. Take that as it resonates. And I haven't really heard that term before, creating boundaries with yourself. So take that one as it resonates too. I don't want to butcher it, so I'm going to leave it there. Deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and be held. So it's just that, like, either I'm hearing like talk to your divine feminine, like that retreat, rest, and be held, that be held part, like to confide in your divine feminine. They're there as a resource. They're there as support. I'm feeling that some divine masculines have seen this connection and they know that they cannot rely on the divine feminine to heal them. So they don't confide in them, but they are your friend. They are there as support, and they will, you know, be there to confide in. That is what that is a relationship. I'm not saying that you have to be in a committed relationship. Every dynamic is a relationship. There's a relationship. One person's my neighbor. That's a relationship. But in any case, like, or it could also be like self-nourishment, self-love, and be kind to yourself, because you are healing a lot of those aspects. You're healing a lot of those aspects already. It's just taking time to integrate. But the fact that you are being more aware of it, that's part of your healing. One card for the divine feminine, one card for the divine masculine. Divine feminine, it is easy for me to receive. It is easy for me to receive. It is easy for me to receive. This is a message for both divine feminine and divine masculine. Again, allow abundance to come in. Don't fight it. Let the tower crumble. Trust that things are going to be working in your path. Just go with the flow. Make it easier for yourself. And extraordinary. There's a wild, impetuous uniqueness to you that deserves to be honored. Ease and extraordinary. These connections, although they're not easy, they do allow a lot of abundance in. It's like one of the only types of connections that you learn healing through connection. A lot of people go through other types of healing and spiritual awakening, but this is the one that is very unique. These are unique connections, so you guys are resources for each other. Keep on using each other, but keep on confiding in each other energetically or communicatively. But yeah, this is like that energetic help that you have with each other. Like, one raises their vibration, then it helps the other person raise their vibration, and then you guys keep on you guys are pulling each other up. So keep on understanding that you have that support system if you need it, energetically and in the physical. All right, that's what I have for you guys. I hope this helps and resonates. If it does, please like, share, subscribe, and comment to help my channel grow so I can reach more people and help them grow as well.